When was the last time you looked at a starry sky? Could you recognize some constellations? Any stars at all? I don't remember. It could have been 6 months ago, maybe 1 year ago. Today I can download an app like Star Guide, but hundreds of years ago there was nothing like it. And despite that, people were able to travel long distances using the stars. In French Polynesia, the natives used to grow up learning how to divide the sky in 32 parts, to be able to sail between islands without error, just using the night sky, the winds and the temperature of the water. If electricity stops tomorrow and it takes the internet with it, what would you do? Will you be able to plant and grow food, understand the weather from the clouds, be able to orientate yourself? I know I don't. That's why I'm trying to learn as many skills as I can, so if I don't have my phone with me, I can still access the information I need. And this is exactly what I want to do for this channel. Learn as many skills as I can for surviving and thriving in this world, because everything is transforming so fast, but we are relying so much on technology and on the internet, and without that, what do you do? Years ago I was doing street photography, and one of these days when I was out in the streets taking photos of strangers, I met this Aboriginal guy. He was from the Kimberley up north in the west coast of Australia, and he told me that he used to live in a community that has been there for 38,000 years. When I asked him what he was doing, he told me that he has a business, and some days he's wearing a suit, some other days he's grabbing a spear and going hunting with his son. And the day I met him told me that he was sick a few days before, and I asked him what happened. I was stung by a scorpion, he told me. And I asked, what kind of scorpion? Was it a deadly one? Because you're here, you look fine to me. I said, yeah, it was a deadly one, but because my community has been living there for so long, we know everything about the environment that surrounds us. So I went to the river and I got a mangrove, and I used the moist from the mangrove and spread it on my ankle. And in 2 days everything was gone, and I was surprised because we rely so much on pharmaceuticals. And he told me that the plant that he used was sent to the University of Queensland in 2008. They studied it and they extracted 11 new medicaments out of it. There are so many things that we forget by losing the connection with our roots, with our past, and they're there, accessible to everybody. The other day I was writing a word and the autocorrect popped up, and I stopped thinking. This is a small thing, but every time you allow your computer or your phone to do the job of your brain, you're getting a bit more lazy, and you stop those neural connections that allow you to be thriving as an individual. That's why I would like to make this channel about learning skills you can use to thrive in the modern world, because everything is changing, yes. And maybe you want to learn some coding, programming, how to develop an AI or an application for the phone and make a lot of money with those, but if you go in nature, you don't know most of the things happening there. You don't know which mushrooms are poisonous and which one are nutritious. You don't know how to orientate, how to read the sky, and how to behave with animals. Most of us don't know how to reconnect with ourselves. And nature helps with that, helps a lot. I did Vipassana once, I miss doing Vipassana. I will go again soon. And I take every opportunity I have to go back in nature because listen to this piece. Yeah, there are kids around at the moment, but still, I can hear the breeze through the leaves in the trees, some birds tweeting. And I haven't been checking my phone for a few hours now, which is a blessing. Offline is the new luxury, right? I remember this situation very clearly where I went with one of my ex in Geraldton, which is a town a few hours north from Perth. We stayed in an Airbnb on top of a sand dune, and it was 30 kilometers away from the city. We are sitting outside of the camper van in complete darkness with just the moon and the night sky. The sound of the waves in the background, some cicadas, and I'm looking on the right and I see this massive column of light coming out from the ground, and I asked her, what is it? I couldn't figure out. It was massive, this bright column of light, and it would have been a few kilometers wide. We thought about that for a few seconds, and then she goes, That's the city, that's the light pollution. You are close in this column of light that doesn't allow you to see whatever is outside of it. We grow a very comfortable life. Most of us, at least, are not scared about civil war, famine, dying from a strange disease, and everything we can think of, we can buy it. But we traded it for the connection we had with ourselves. And every time I go back to nature, I think about it. I live in the city right now, right in the city center, and I'm waking up at 1, 2, 3 a.m. by ambulances and police and helicopters. It's not the kind of life I would like to have in the future. If you found some value in this video, or if you think I can deliver something that you can make use of, subscribe, put a like, put a comment. I will respond to every single one of you. And right now I'm gonna go flying the drone, so I'll see you in the next video. Ciao.